Okay, let's get started. Welcome to Strength and Stretch. This is going to be a 45-minute class where we'll do a warm-up. We'll do about 15 to 20 minutes-ish of some strength moves, and then we'll get a nice, good stretch at the end. So the assumption, if you're doing this class, is that you have been cleared for movement from your doctor. You're able to take on some kind of movement practice. So I have some light dumbbells. These are optional. If you have had breast surgery and you're far enough out of that process to be doing a movement program, but you're not able to take on weights, body weight is perfectly appropriate. So I've got a glass of water nearby in case I need it. I've got my dumbbells and I am ready to go. So let's do this. We're going to start by just reaching up overhead, get a nice stretch long in the body, and then if you can grab one hand, we'll take it to a side bend. So it's important that as we move that you keep breathing, keep connecting to your breath. Take it to the other side. And if you're not able to have arms overhead, just have hands on your hips. That's still getting a nice opening in the sides of the body. Good. Now we're going to step the legs a little bit wider. And we're just going to hinge forward and then come back. This is opening the backs of the legs. It's like you're sitting back pretty far with your rear end here. Again, just connect with your breath. This is just a proper hip hinge. Good. Let's do one more. Hinging back and coming back up. And then we're going to do some easy squats. So hands at the heart to squat down and up. Side view, your bum is reaching back. This is just, again, warming up the hips, warming up the knees, getting some blood moving in the thighs. Good. And now we're going to come into some lunges. So just hands on the hips, step it back and forward, back and forward. Side view, you want to step back enough that your knee is over your ankle. I'll step way back so you can see my ankle. Knee is over the ankle. You might already notice your heartbeat's coming up. That's okay. As we move, if you ever need to just stop, pause, take a breath, do that. As we say, you pause to breathe, you don't pause and leave. So stick with it. Let's do a little bit of arm swings, since we are getting into some upper body strength as well. Oh, nice deep breathing. And we know that the value of strength training is it helps us build bone density. And that's important for all of us, especially as we age, and we're all aging. And so I'm hoping that this weekly offering can help you diversify your at-home movement practice. So this will be posted to YouTube. You can come to it whenever you need to. And be sure that if you're watching this on YouTube, to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below so I can know how this felt for you. And then lastly, we're just going to roll the wrists. This will maybe holding dumbbells, go in the other direction, and do the same thing for the ankles. Hold on to something for balance, roll one ankle, and then do the other. All right. So what we're doing for today's workout is called AMRAP. It's as many repetitions as possible, but going at a speed that is appropriate for you. So there's two moves that'll be happening. We'll be doing 8 of the first one and then 8 of the second one. And you alternate between those two for a total of 2 minutes. Okay, so I'll be doing it with you. The first one, you're going to grab your dumbbells if you have them, and these are called suitcase squats. So it's like you're putting suitcases down and then standing up. Side view, down and up. After you do 8 squats, you have 8 bicep curls. Okay, keep those elbows tucked in, shoulders are nice and back. And we do 8 of those. When you're done with those 8, you go back to the suitcase squats. All right, let's get this started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 suitcase squats. And you don't have to match my tempo at all. I might lose track of my counting as I talk to you. But I do want to talk about form as we go. So if you're not using weights for the bicep curls or for the squats, just squeeze that bicep muscle. It's the muscle right here as you bring your forearms up. I think I'm at 8. Okay, so now I'm back to my 8 squats. Focus really on sending your bum back, keeping your chest lifted. I'm already feeling my heart rate is up, which is good. Keep breathing. Exhale as you bring that curl up. We're more than 1 minute in already. Let's keep going. So you're feeling your hips, your legs getting stronger. Give it a curl. Come on, 15 seconds. Stick with the rep you're on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Put those weights down. Spaghetti arms never hurt anybody, so shake it out. All right, we're going to do a 30-second rest. Our next move I'm going to show you. Again, weights are optional. We're going to do a back lunge, 8 total. So it'll be 4 on each side. Again, keep your knee over your ankle and your toes pointing straight ahead. And then after you've done the 8 back lunges, bring those elbows up. And we'll do some tricep extensions, just like you're passing a baton at a relay race. You might want to drop your weights for this one and just do body weight, because triceps tend to be weaker for most people. That is what we're doing. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 back lunges. 1, 2. That's the rhythm I'm taking. You find what works for you. Again, you don't have to hold your weights if you don't want to. Slow and controlled is always better than rushing through. Form is everything. You want to keep yourself safe. You're doing awesome. I'm here with you. And as we work, if you need to drop the weights and just do body weight, there's nothing wrong with that. What we're doing with this workout is also developing core stability and strength, which will help with our balance. And if it's better to not have weights to help you with that, then don't have the weights. You can always go to the YouTube channel and watch this video later as you're getting stronger and add the weights. I think I'm doing more than 8 on this one, but that's okay. Elbows up. Find that hinge back for the triceps. This might be the last rep. Stay with it. Keep breathing. I know this is already a strong workout. And that's time. Put those weights down. Be some spaghetti arms. I'm going to grab my timer so I can see it better. Here. There we go. Okay. Woo, get some water. Always good to hydrate. Definitely hydrate when you're done with this workout. Keep drinking that water all day to help your muscles recover from the strength training we're doing. All right. Our next circuit, we have side lunges. So we're going to step to the side, bend the knee that stepped out to the side, stick your bum back, and bring it back together. So I'll show you a side view. Okay. So I'm sorry you can't see my feet when I'm closer up, but we're going to alternate. So we have 1, 2, etc. Our second move is either, depending on your range of motion and what you're able to do. If you're able to move freely with arms overhead, you'll hold your dumbbells and press up, 8 shoulder presses. If you're not able to go above your head, then no weights. You're doing lateral arm raises. And if you want, you can alternate between those two if you're able to keep up with it. You could do shoulder press for 8, go to the side lunges, and then do 8 lateral arms. That'd be great. Okay, I'm gonna hold my weights for the side lunges. They're totally optional. Let's go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now, if you're doing weights, the weights will go on either side of your thigh as you stick your bum back. See what I'm doing there? I've got these orange weights so that you can see. But it's like you're doing a one-legged squat. So really stick your bum back, keep your chest lifted to get the strength in your hips and legs. So I'm gonna do 8 shoulder presses. Shoulder presses, you want to try to keep your elbows around shoulder height to keep that tension in the shoulder muscle. I'm gonna do the side view for you here. We are already 1 minute in. Keep going. You're doing so great. Take a pause whenever you need to breathe, but then come right back into it. So I'm going to do the lateral raise. Slow and controlled is the name of the game here. And it's like I'm leading with my elbows in a way, so that I don't get, chicken arms. Finish the rep you're on. 3, 2, 1, and that's time. Woo! Done with that circuit. Get some water if you need it. So far we've done the quadriceps and the hips and glutes in a lot of different varieties. We've done biceps, triceps, shoulders. For this next one, we're going to get more into the legs, into the glutes, and to the middle back, which will help to keep those shoulders back and down, to keep some healthy space in the breast area. So this one is weighted for the first one, or not if you don't want to do weights. It's called a goblet squat. So you're going to have your legs wide, toes out to the side, just a teensy bit. Drop the weights down. Side view, just sticking the bum back. keeping the chest lifted. Do 8 of those, and then light weights or no weights at all. You're gonna hip hinge, really stick your tailbone up a little bit for a back fly. So it's like you're squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades and then coming back down. Be sure to keep your shoulders down so they're not earrings as you do this, okay? 8 goblet squat, 8 back fly. Okay, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Just keep those weights down. Step your feet back together, find that hip hinge, knees are soft. If you want to alternate these, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can do that. Totally fine. Another option for the goblet squats is to hold the weights at your hip crease as you squat down, or you can hold them at your shoulders, cuff front loaded. Any of these options are fine. Your legs burning? Mine are. Together, back fly. Let's get one more rep in here. We're almost at the end of the circuit. Can you believe it? Time flies when you're having fun. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, put those weights down. You're doing so great. Is your heart rate elevated? Mine is. So good though. We've got 2 more sets to go and then we'll get a good stretch. Okay. This next one has no weights, so it's just body weight. We are going to do what's called a staggered squat. You have 1 foot in front, 1 foot a little behind, and you're just squatting, okay? So you can alternate it for 8. This is strengthening the leg that's more in front, so we're alternating that. Second move is called the knee driver. This is for the abdominals. So you're just grabbing the knee into the chest, back down, little pump here. Now, there's 2 options to do this. You could keep it on one leg for 1 set, and the other set you switch legs, or you can alternate. 1, 2, 3. Okay, either is great. Okay, let's get this going in 5 seconds. Woo, staggered squat is where we start. Let's go. Always keep your chest lifted. It's kind of like a baby back lunge, but you're really keeping your body weight over the leg that's in front. Exhale big when you drive that knee up. Like you're blowing out a big old birthday candle. Ooh, I need a sweat towel. I don't know about you. Good old short sleeve we'll have to do. Okay, these knee drivers. Over a minute in. 15 seconds. About close to that. Now it's 15 seconds. Finish it out. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, one and done with that circuit. Whew, get some water. We've got one more strength circuit left. Then we get a good stretch. You've got a nice glisten going. I'm with you. I'm going to bring my computer down. This next last circuit for strength is on the floor. Whew, so make your way down. We're going to do a glute circuit and then a lower abdominal move. So our glute move is you have your knees in line with your hips. You're just going to lift the hips, squeeze the glutes up for 8. So 8 glute bridges. Important to keep your knees in alignment with your hips and your ankles. Don't let them splay out or cave in. Okay, so we have 8 of those. Then you lift the legs up and just pulse it up. 8 leg raises. Just really lift your legs with that lower belly. Okay, let's get this going in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. Again, take these as slow or as, up to tempo as what feels good for you. Note to self is bring a sweat towel. So when the glute bridge is happening, it's like you're squeezing something or trying to pick something up with your rear end. You're really squeezing that muscle there. Strong glutes are so important in so many ways because they stabilize a joint in the back of your pelvis called the sacroiliac joint. And it helps to keep your pelvis, which is really 3 bones, together. So it'll help with balance. It'll help with stability overall in your hips. Help with your free up lower back pain if you've got some strong glutes to support you. So glutes are just so important. We are 1.5 minutes in. Can you believe it? 30 seconds left. Oh, keep breathing. Get those glute bridges back in for me. Maybe you're doing your leg raises. 10 seconds. I'm going to finish out this set. 2, 1. Woo! All right, we're going to start our stretch on the floor just like this. Oh, give me a nice full body yawn stretch like you're a cat or a dog stretching in the sunshine. Just get some length in the tummy. Connect with your breath. And then we're going to bring the knees to the chest, hold on at the thighs, and just give it a hug here. You can softly roll from side to side if you like. So we did about 20 minutes of strength. And now we're going to do, actually we did about 22 minutes of strength. So we're going to get about a 20-minute stretch in. Should be great. All right, so let's bring the feet back down. Can you bring one leg up? Just clasp your hands at your thigh, or if you can hold your calf, that's fine, but just hold on to the back of your leg, but push the heel towards the ceiling. This will get us a really good stretch in the back of the hamstring here. See if your tailbone can point down
towards the floor just a little bit to keep the space in your lower back. Oh, I really need a sweat towel. I don't know about you. I might be nice and shiny for you right now. Oh, well. It's the fruits of my labor is my sweat. Good. Keep breathing here. Just like with strength movement, you always want to keep breathing through a stretch. A little interesting fact about how the mind-body connection works is your mind and your body need to work together when you're stretching. So you need to hold a stretch for at least 12 to 15 seconds so that your body knows that you intend to stretch it. Otherwise, if you were to stick your leg up like this and push through the heel and only hold it for a few seconds, bring that down. Your leg might jerk and cramp, thinking, no, I'm not supposed to be lengthening this muscle. But your mind is saying, yes, we are lengthening that muscle. We're stretching right now. And so that's why moving slowly and breathing through the stretch helps your mind-body connection, and it keeps you safe. So as I bring my heel up, I'm very intentional. The only thing that matters right now is keeping my mind on the back of my leg so that my mind-body connection is there telling me, we mean to be lengthening this muscle. Keep breathing here. You might have noticed during the strength component that it's also cardiovascular. You get your heart rate up, which is good. I mean, that means that you're working. Your heart is creating some fresh blood to move through your body. And as we breathe and stretch, we're giving space in the muscles for that fresh blood to enter to rejuvenate our cells. So a nice stretch is always so important after any kind of exercise program. Okay, let's bring that down. Roll onto your side. Help yourself up to a comfortable seat. I'm going to take a sip of water myself. Get some water too if you need it. All right, we're going to have the legs out wide. Sitting up nice and tall. And just lean forward. We're getting into the inner legs. Keep breathing. Now we're going to really focus on keeping the breastbone nice and long. I'll show you a side view. Keeping the breastbone nice and long so that the curve of my spine can stay intact. If it's so tempting to slump forward, but all I'm doing is collapsing my breathing diaphragm and I'm not able to get a proper breath. So sit up tall. If you need to sit on like a little pillow to lift up your hips, that might help. But we're sitting up tall and leaning into it just a little bit. I might just finish this water. Sitting tall. Let's take it to a side bend. So I'm going to turn to face you to show you. We're going to place the forearm on the thigh, reach it over. If you're not able to reach your arm overhead, just have your hand on the hip. We're still getting a nice, good opening here. You can also just hold on to your ankle. Important though to keep the shoulder rolling back. So again, we're not slumping, keeping this nice and open. Breathe here. And always in a stretch practice, I use it as a time to practice gratitude. Gratitude practice has been shown to be so good for your psychology. Let's inhale as we come up, take it to the other side. So I might be thinking how grateful I am that my body is strong to do what we just did. And I truly am so thankful for that. I'm grateful that I can breathe and feel my blood moving and just feel strong and healthy because I just love feeling strong and healthy. I'm always grateful for the community with which I can do these practices. For you who are signed on right now and you watching on YouTube, I'm thankful for you. That there's this commonality
that we are in this together, to feel strong, to get well, to be strong and happy together. Let's take that back up. All right, so now we're gonna, let's bring one leg in and the other leg is nice and long. And just fold forward a little bit, bring your tummy to the thigh, keep your breastbone lifted. And then you can think of other things in your life that you're thankful for. My daughter had a 5th grade breakfast at school today, and I just was thinking about her classmates who I've known since kindergarten and how big they all are. And their personalities are so beautiful. And I just love all these kids. I feel like a community mama. I just love them all. And I love seeing how my daughter interacts with them. So I'm so grateful for that. Now, if your knee is not really loving this, you can take a pillow and wedge it under this bent leg. But let's go ahead and sit up and we'll change legs. Again, you can keep a little air pillow behind the kneecap. Just take your belly towards the thigh. Nice deep breath. You might notice by now that your heart rate is lowering back down. You're able to get nice, deep, full breaths. Good. Now let's just sit comfortably. So for me, it's legs crossed. That might not be comfortable for you. So you can just sit with your legs out straight, or if you want to slowly get up and come to a chair, whatever works for you. We're gonna stretch the shoulders. So just have one arm come across the chest. And just keep breathing. Let that shoulder rest down. So it's not earrings. We never want our shoulders to be earrings. We can find very beautiful earrings to wear instead. Shoulders can be shoulders. Good, let's switch sides. So this is really opening the shoulder back up from those lateral raises and the shoulder press that we did. The shoulder joint is a shallow ball and socket joint. So it's really important to strengthen the muscles around it. That's how I think about strength training, is I am supporting the muscles around my joints so that my body can move the way it was designed to move. Otherwise, I might risk pulling something or getting something out of joint, and that just doesn't feel good. Okay, let's take the arms back behind. Bring the breastbone up, little back bend, breathe into the chest. And then just bring the hands forward. If you're in the chair, just kind of round yourself over your legs, but we're just getting a little forward bend in the spine. If you're sitting on the floor with me, then you're feeling this also in your hips. And let's sit up and we'll find an easy twist. So let your spinal muscles move you and then bring your arms down. That's the safest way to twist. Just keep breathing. A twist is like wringing out an old dish rag. And the old dish rag is your spine in this situation. So our spine holds on to old cells, old blood. And a twist is twisting your spine to wring it out. And then as we untwist right now, all this fresh blood is moving in and it's rejuvenating your spine, which is then going to your brain. So it's great. So let's find that twist to the other side. Keep breathing. Good. And now let's untwist. Let's roll the shoulders forward, back and down, forward, up, back and down. Some easy shoulder rolls here. All right, now we're going to get into the tricep. So if you're able to hold your arm up above your shoulders. See if you can grab hold of the upper arm. Otherwise, just try to lengthen it up this way, maybe keeping it about shoulder height, but you're still getting a good lengthening here. Keep your gaze downward, just to protect your neck. Okay, let's open that back out, change sides. I'm going to release that out. And I'm going to come to stand and then put my computer back up here, and I'm going to grab a chair. We're going to end our stretch in a chair. Oh, so I'm going to make all the noises as I stand and grab a chair. Okay. Lower my camera down so we can all see what I'm doing. That would be great. All right, sitting in the chair. We're going to sit to one side of the chair and bring your leg down. So the knees pointing down to the ground. And this is getting a really good stretch in the front of the hip. So try to sit up tall with your spine. Just keep breathing. And then if you can bring your arm overhead, let's add that to it. So we're reaching away from that leg that's back. So for me, my left leg is bent back behind the chair and I'm leaning to my right. If you want to have your hand on your hip, that's fine. This is getting this muscle called the psoas muscle, which is the muscle that helps us walk. And it gets really tight if we sit a lot. And it connects to our breathing diaphragm, so then it gets hard to breathe. So we want to open that up. Let's bring that back. Switch sides. Reach it over. I'm going to take your time. We want at least 12 to 15 seconds on each stretch so that our muscles know that we intend to be here. And I like to keep my mind on the muscle, on my body. So I'm not thinking about my grocery shopping or anything, because then that's just movement without any level of mindfulness. Thinking about this muscle here, the psoas muscle, that's why I talk so much about anatomy as we're working. It helps me connect there. And science has shown that if you think of a muscle while you are stretching it or working it, blood will go there. And our blood holds all of our cellular intelligence. So we want it to go there. Let's bring that back up. Then roll the shoulders back. And now we're going to do a little bit for the neck. So we're going to gently look down and gently look up. We're going to keep breathing. And then let's keep our gaze straight ahead. And we're going to gently, very gently, bring the ear towards the shoulder, but let the other shoulder rest down. And just be here for a little bit. And sometimes when I'm in this side bend for my neck, I like to just gently roll the shoulder back. Little baby shoulder rolls back. And then bring that back up. And then take it to the other side. Again, work slowly with the neck. The neck does so much for us. And these muscles tend to get a little weak from poor posture. Looking at your computer, looking at your phone, driving, all these things can put the neck, shoulder, head ratio out of alignment, which weakens these muscles. So work slowly when you're stretching your neck. Maybe some Baby shoulder rolls back. And then let's bring it back up. And from here, let's just end with just a little 1 minute meditation just to connect mind, body, spirit. Find a soft gaze or close your eyes. Just listen to my voice. Connect your mind to your feet. Find gratitude for what they were able to do in our standing strength practice today. Bring your mind to your calf muscles, your knees, and your thighs. And finding gratitude for how strong they are and what they're able to do. Feel your hips. Let your belly be soft so it can receive your breath. Feel your heart, your chest. It's beating. It's strong. We love our heart. Say thank you, heart. Feel your shoulders and your arms that connect all the way down through your hands for what they were able to do as we strengthen them today. Feel your soft throat. And then feel a sense of floating all the way through the crown of the head. Nice big breath in, sigh it out. And that's it. Open your eyes. Just a little clap for you. Awesome job. I am so happy that you were able to join me today for Strength and Stretch. We got a really strong strength cardio session in, and then an equal length good stretch meditation in as well. So this is an awesome start to your day. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. I cannot wait to hear from you. All right, thank you much.